Let's dive into some late-night 49ers talk. What a way to start the week. And what a way for San Francisco to walk away with a win on the road against the Saints in New Orleans during Week 2. There's something about these kinds of victories that just feel heavier, more meaningful. And when you sit back and let it marinate for a few hours, you start to notice the layers of what the team accomplished. This wasn't just a win. This was a statement, a glimpse into the kind of football the 49ers are capable of playing when everything clicks and they're firing on all cylinders. Looking back, the first 2 games of the season show a massive shift from where the team was at the same point last year. In 2024, these exact games would have slipped away either because the offense couldn't close out drives when it mattered most, or the defense couldn't get that critical stop to seal the game. You remember those heartbreaking moments, the ones where everything felt like it was falling apart at the worst possible time. There was a domino effect last season, a cascade of mishaps and missed opportunities that seemed to define the team's early struggles. And frankly, it was a hangover from the Super Bowl that lingered longer than anyone anticipated. When you consider the emotional and mental toll of coming so close in Super Bowl 58 and leaving with a loss, the weight can be enormous. It's not just about the physical exhaustion. It's the psychological scars that stay with players, the lingering what-ifs that haunt every training camp, every off-season meeting, every practice leading up to the next season. That's what San Francisco had to contend with going into 2024, and it showed. Contract controversies, player negotiations, injuries, and a series of unfortunate events created a cloud that hung over the team. They struggled to find a rhythm, to build momentum, and to put together the cohesive, complementary football that a team of this caliber is supposed to play. Fast forward to this season, and already the story is dramatically different. The wins we've seen aren't just about the scoreboard. They're about character, execution, and potential. The young players are stepping up. The complementary play between offense, defense, and special teams is starting to show, and the kind of bold, confident victories that feel earned are happening. These are the kinds of things that weren't present last year, and they have to be incredibly encouraging for Kyle Shanahan, John Lynch, and the entire organization. After a hybrid rebuild and a season meant to reset the roster, the returns are coming quicker than many expected, and the signs of what this team could become are already visible. Week 1 set the tone in spectacular fashion. Coming off the road against Seattle, a longtime rival, and pulling off a dramatic comeback showed a lot about the mental toughness of this roster. Brock Purdy was absolutely clutch, hitting every pass on the game-winning drive, and he did it with poise and precision that validated the confidence placed in him with his contract extension. Then, on defense, Nick Bosa closed the game in dramatic fashion, forcing the fumble that effectively sealed the win. It was a performance that combined grit, talent, and situational awareness, all under the pressure of a hostile environment. Even when the team wasn't at full strength, with injuries affecting key contributors, the 49ers found a way to execute when it mattered most, and that is a hallmark of championship-caliber football. Week 2 against the Saints added another layer to that narrative. On the road, facing a backup quarterback but dealing with their own injury issues, San Francisco delivered a thrilling and hard-fought victory. The story here isn't just the win, it's how they won. Brock Purdy's potential absence for a few weeks puts a spotlight on what Mac Jones can do, and in this game, he answered with a poised, highly efficient performance that demonstrated he can manage this offense and keep the team competitive. 26 completions on 39 attempts, 279 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, and a passer rating north of 113 on the road under less than ideal circumstances is not just solid. It's remarkable for a backup stepping into this environment. Even in moments of adversity, like the strip sack by Kyle Juszczyk's absence on the offensive line, Mac Jones showed resilience and composure. He bounced back immediately, managed the pocket well, and delivered throws that were both precise and timely. The layering of routes, touch passes, and the ability to convert on third downs underscored a quarterback who may have been doubted in previous stints, but is now showing he can thrive in the Shanahan system. It's a performance that elevates the perception of this roster, highlighting that depth at the quarterback position is real, and that with proper coaching and scheme support, this team can maintain competitiveness even when key players are sidelined. Then, There's the defensive impact, which has been remarkable across these first two games. Bryce Huff's strip sack to close out the game against the Saints was a perfect example of why he was acquired and how he fits into the scheme. His explosiveness, leverage, and speed off the snap created a game-changing moment that not only ended the contest, but also showcased the type of high-impact plays that make a defense elite. And it's not just about one player. Nick Bosa continues to be a force, combining technique and power to dominate in critical moments, while rookies like Mike Williams are already making waves by collapsing the pocket, setting edges, and drawing double teams that open opportunities for others. It's the kind of football where complementary play is on full display. The defense making a stop opens up the offense. The offense converting drives give confidence to the defensive units, and special teams continue to operate efficiently with punting, kick coverage, and field goal execution, all contributing to overall success. Players like Fred Warner, Christian McCaffrey, and others are showing exactly why their roles are pivotal, combining skill, intelligence, and execution to create victories that feel methodical, well-earned, and strategically sound. The broader picture here is that the 49ers have started the season 2-0 on the road with two different quarterbacks. That kind of achievement is rare and significant, drawing comparisons to legendary teams from the past, and it indicates that the organization is heading in a positive direction after a period of uncertainty. The early returns from the draft class, the growth of young players, and the ability to perform under pressure point toward a season with substantial promise, not just in 2025, but in the seasons that follow. San Francisco is showing that they can win with depth, discipline, and versatility, and the excitement around this team is real and justified. Now, when we dig deeper into the Saints game, what stands out isn't just the win. It's how the 49ers managed every phase of the game with precision, timing, and awareness. Mac Jones stepping in for Brock Purdy could have been a liability, but instead, he became a stabilizing force. His decision-making, his pocket presence, and his ability to thread the needle on timing routes showed a quarterback who's growing into this system remarkably fast. There were moments where he looked like he had been in San Francisco for years, not just days. That speaks volumes about the coaching staff, about Kyle Shanahan's system, and about how quickly a talented quarterback can adapt when everything around him is structured to succeed. But the offense wasn't just Mac Jones. The offensive line, despite some key absences, held strong, giving him enough time to survey the field and make plays. Running the football effectively allowed San Francisco to keep the Saints off balance, opening up passing lanes and creating manageable third-down situations. It's the kind of football that feels effortless when it's executed well, but requires discipline, cohesion, and preparation. Christian McCaffrey's versatility was on full display, not only as a runner, but as a receiver out of the backfield. His route running, vision, and ability to create separation kept the defense honest and added layers to the offensive attack. When you have a player capable of doing that in addition to a reliable quarterback stepping up, the team becomes exponentially harder to defend. And the defense, man, the defense. That unit continues to evolve into one of the most formidable in the league. Bryce Huff's strip sack to end the game was more than just a play. It was a culmination of scheme, talent, and execution. Huff's speed, burst, and technique off the edge created a perfect storm. Opposing quarterbacks are forced into uncomfortable situations because of the pressure generated not only by him, but by Nick Bosa and the rotational talent on the line. Mike Williams, still in his rookie year, is already demonstrating the kind of versatility that allows San Francisco to adjust on the fly. He can set the edge, rush from the interior, and collapse pockets in ways that draw attention and double teams, opening lanes for his teammates. It's a chess game on the field, and the 49ers are executing their moves flawlessly. The young players are another story altogether. Guys like Marcel Harris, Upton Stout, and Connor Colby are starting to emerge as pieces of a bigger puzzle. Stout's blitzes and first career sack demonstrate how Shanahan's schemes are elevating talent and creating opportunities for growth. Colby stepping in for an injured Ben Bart on the offensive line showed poise and readiness that you rarely see in rookies so early. These are the subtle victories, the depth-building moments that often go unnoticed but contribute massively to the overall success of a team. When backups perform at this level, it changes the dynamic entirely. It allows the coaching staff to take calculated risks, to rotate players effectively, and to avoid wearing down key contributors. That's the difference between a team that falters under adversity and one that thrives. Special teams, often overlooked, continue to be a quietly dominant factor. Thomas Morstead's punts consistently flipped field position, while kickoff and punt coverage kept the Saints contained. Eddie Pinheiro, after shaking off a first missed PAT, drilled 2 long-range field goals that were perfectly executed. That level of reliability across all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams, is what creates wins like this. It's not about one player or one unit carrying the team. It's about synchronized performance, the kind that demands respect from every opponent. San Francisco is showing they can win gritty, tough games where mental fortitude and execution matter more than flashy stats. And it's not just the plays themselves, it's the way the team responds to adversity. They lost a key offensive lineman mid-game, faced a backup quarterback situation, and still controlled the tempo and rhythm. That resilience is exactly what separates playoff teams from pretenders. The ability to adapt, to execute under pressure, and to maintain composure while the clock winds down is a hallmark of elite teams. Fred Warner's fumble recovery on Alvin Kamara, the defensive stops on critical third downs, and the way the team limited explosive plays all highlight a collective mindset focused on winning, regardless of circumstances. Christian McCaffrey reaching a career milestone with 50 rushing touchdowns and 30 receiving touchdowns was another feather in the cap. But more than stats, it's how he's integrated into the offensive system and contributed to the team's rhythm. That route he ran late in the second quarter, perfectly timed with Mac Jones' throws, exemplifies how the offense is executing at a high level. Players are trusting the system, trusting each other, and creating opportunities that maximize their individual talents while benefiting the team as a whole. Looking forward, the implications are significant. The 49ers are 2-0 on the road with 2 different quarterbacks. Historically, that's not a small feat. Comparisons to the legendary 1988 49ers with Montana and Young aren't just coincidental. While it's too early to predict a Super Bowl, the trajectory is clear. This team is executing a fast-track reset and rebuild that is producing tangible results. Young talent is stepping up, veteran leadership is steady, and the coaching staff is extracting maximum performance from everyone on the roster. Mike Williams continues to impress with his ability to collapse the pocket and demand attention on every snap. His versatility as a defensive end and interior rusher adds layers to the pass rush and run defense, creating mismatches that put offensive lines in impossible situations. It's the kind of chess piece flexibility that can define seasons. He's already drawing double teams, forcing quarterbacks into hurried decisions, and opening lanes for teammates like Nick Bosa and Bryce Huff to make game-changing plays. The strategic deployment of talent like this is why San Francisco is not just winning, but doing so in a way that feels sustainable, scalable, and threatening to the rest of the league. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In what could be one of the most intriguing shakeups of the NFL offseason, whispers are circulating that Jennings, the standout wide receiver, is on the move. According to insider chatter, Jennings is leaving the San Francisco 49ers, where he made a name for himself with explosive plays and clutch performances, and is heading to the Dallas Cowboys. While no official announcement has been made, sources close to the situation suggest the Cowboys see Jennings as a potential game-changer for their offensive scheme. Fans and analysts alike are buzzing over what this move could mean. Jennings, known for his versatility and ability to find the end zone in critical moments, has been a fan favorite in San Francisco. His departure could leave a noticeable void in the 49ers' receiving core, forcing the team to rethink how they distribute targets in their high-octane offense. On the flip side, Dallas appears ready to integrate Jennings into a unit that already boasts a mix of emerging talent and established stars, potentially giving quarterback Dak Prescott, or whoever lines up under center, the kind of weapon that can shift momentum in the toughest matchups. Speculation is already rampant regarding the financial and contractual details behind the rumored move. Some insiders hint at a multi-year deal designed to make Jennings a centerpiece of the Cowboys' passing game, though others caution that final terms could still be in flux. Meanwhile, social media is ablaze with reactions, ranging from disbelief among 49ers faithful to excitement among Cowboys supporters envisioning highlight reel receptions in Arlington. Of course, with rumors comes uncertainty. Will Jennings adjust seamlessly to a new playbook and new teammates? Or will the transition take time? And how will the 49ers respond, both in terms of personnel and strategy? All eyes will be on the unfolding drama, as NFL fans know that one off-season move can set the tone for an entire season. For now, the story of Jauan Jennings' potential leap from San Francisco to Dallas is fueling conversation from sports bars to locker rooms, keeping the rumor mill alive and proving once again that in the NFL, nothing is ever truly settled until the ink dries. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.